My name is Rob Tong, and one of my passions is coaching youth baseball. So one of the things that as a youth baseball coach, if you have pitchers, you're very interested in the stats that you can derive from your pitchers and how well they're pitching. And so this project, this hackathon project that I selected was very personal to me. It was something that I wanted to use as for practical application. And so this is basically it's called Pitch Anything, and basically this allows you to start off by picking the game that your team is playing against, and from there you can pick the starting pitcher for your team. And so I'm going to start with my kid. And so from here, this is where the main app is, and basically you're going to be able to track in real time what the pitches are happening, and all the stats that derive underneath will update automatically. So for example, one of the things that I'm very interested in as a coach is I want to see what the strike percentage is of all the total pitches that are being thrown. Also down below we have strike to ball ratio, first pitch strikes, and things like that. So all the user has to do is click a button and it will automatically update how things are happening. And this was really complicated and convoluted when I was just using React to do this. And when it was really taking hours to wrap all the different states from all the different categories that are happening. And so in our workshops, we've been working with React Redux to kind of manage all of that. And it wasn't really that apparent in the workshops how incredibly awesome React Redux really is when you're handling incredibly complex state. And so this really emphasized it really clearly, because I initially tried this with React only, and it was an incredible monster to manage. But now this handles very easily. Some of the styling obviously needs to be adjusted, but the general idea is here for anybody to be able to use this even on the field and to be able to track it so that in real time I can see how my pitchers are doing. Whereas before, the problem was that I was getting people to write down things on paper, and all this paper information after the game I would enter into Excel, which itself took over an hour to input and generate all these stats for me. So this project was a really practical thing for me to be able to use and take away. I can use it starting with my next practice or my next game, and it saves me an enormous amount of time, because it was, as I said, it took a lot of time to do this in Excel. And like I said, I can also do this in real time during the game and find out in real time whether or not I need to change a pitcher. If I were to change a pitcher, then all of this would be saved to the database, and it would clear everything out so I can pick the next pitcher. So again, this is my hackathon project for my own personal purposes, very selfishly, and thank you very much.